anthem. You know what I'm saying? The John Test joint. I still blow
Da,
my
da,
mind.
da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da.
But let's set it off though. Everybody, this is not the Carrying the Culture show. This is Talking Hoops with Breeze Brewin. We do this every at really critical junctures in the NBA season throughout the calendar year. My name is Tamal. It's like Jamal but with a T. And we do this we do this during summer league,
Yes,
right
we
before the
do.
season starts, all-star break, and then around the playoffs. So um and this is our all-star break show. So we got a special guest, our man Festo, Souls of Mischief Hieroglyphics will be joining us soon. He's stuck in some traffic right now, but he's gonna rock with us. And yeah, man. So this is always a fun show. We got a lot to cover, and we typically set it off with our teams. I'm gonna wait until Festo gets in. He said he's got. We could start with our teams, and hopefully you can have him do Golden State when he gets in here. They trash.
Yeah, I definitely got some questions about that
Yeah,
squad.
yeah. So, yo, I'm gonna let you set it off with your Knicks, man. We always talk our teams first, and before we get into anything else, I want to talk. I'm gonna talk. I definitely want to talk this freshman class in college right now. Rookie of the year for NBA. We got some midseason picks, state of the game, some things like that. International players. So, but let's set it off with our teams. Your Knicks. How you feeling about them? I mean, new coach. Last time we talked, you know what I mean. Tibbs was out of there. So, how you feeling?
Honestly, I'm kind of digging. I'm digging what's going on with Mike Brown. I think he's well traveled. Um, I think he definitely is kind of laying it down how he wants. His expectations is kind of easy to see.
Yeah.
I thought he was being a little too tough on Cat, but honestly, I think he's right on the money. I think some of these fouls are ridiculous. It's like, yo, homie, Captain Hook shit ain't working, homie. Just like he every time he go to the basket, he's just like stumbling, bumbling, and I think he's starting to get it. Like for like 3 games, he had like 6 fouls. Last night he reverted. But I still think they got to get more out of him offensively. I think we got to come up with different situations. But I do feel that the offense is better. I do feel that he's not afraid to play the young players. We got this kid Mo Diawara, and for Tibbs, what would he do? He would like he'd pick up the towels at the end of the game, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
homie's getting in there, and he's basically like Timu Pascal Siakam, and he's getting it though. Like
Yeah,
I like what I'm seeing.
yeah.
He would never have played.
No, I mean half
He
the
would
team would
never
have
have
played.
played under Tibbs. We
I
had
mean,
we
look,
had the little run
yeah,
with Tyler the Creator. Like he had a nice little run. I would like to see him play more, but with Alvarado, it's like and they're focusing on defense. But I still think they got to find minutes. I think the way he distributes is just like such a pass first point guard with like leads dudes, hits them in stride. He had a good energy with Cat. He has a good energy with Mitch. He actually has a decent energy with Brunson. Like when Brunson plays off the ball, they had a couple of games where you saw them playing well together. But I like what Mike Brown's doing. Um, Bridges is starting to play better. I mean, I got like my crew with like Jay Trez and my man Doug and Sucio and I was bodying Bridges. I was destroying him like when he was having his stretch. But
right.
I will say this publicly. I gotta fall back on that because I hated the games when he was like 4 for 7 from the field. I'm like, fam, we paid a king's ransom for you. Like, you gotta at least get 15 shots up. But now
Right,
he's getting 15 shots up and he's scoring 22.
right, right,
So
right.
it's like I could live with that. When we get OG back, I think we're gonna be good. I think OG is an important player. And it's bugged out. Like it's a real team. Like it's a real team. And I think once they start getting that, and less of the onus is on Brunson. I think when Brunson like had a couple of bad games and we won, when we had like we won like 7 in a row, 8 in a row,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, we about to be a squad. And I hope it continues.
Yeah, I think. Salute everybody in the chat. Big up Michael Brown, well, Bizzle on IG, but we here just we doing it on the YouTube. So yo, like a couple interesting points. Yeah, Mike Brown plays everybody. I mean, how about Landry hitting big shots in the fourth quarter? Like he never even saw the fourth quarter. With under Tibbs. Um, they do seem like they. So that's big. Him using the bench. Um, Cat is maddening though, man. I mean, like I feel like he's like a petulant child, man. Like I saw a post the other day, because everybody cuts up everything and catches everything now. So it was like a montage of him just saying, "Oh my God," after every foul that wasn't, how he does it too. Oh my God. Like after every it was 30 seconds of Cat saying, "Oh my God," he wasn't getting calls. Meanwhile, the other team's up the court, and I really thought they were gonna swing that for Giannis.
Glad they didn't.
Speak on it. Why not?
I mean, look, Giannis. I was talking to the crew, maybe my brother. I was talking to him, and he's giving me shades of Antonio McDyess, Amari Stoudemire, somebody whose game is so predicated on like dominant, just like physical, you know, aggression, and that's how he's going to beat him, right?
So you think he's breaking down?
Well, I mean, he ain't played a lot, and honestly, if they smart and it's about protecting your investment and your asset, I might not play him. They suck. They could help with the draft positioning, and it's a calf injury, and we know the last couple of years, cats with the calf injury. When we're looking at KD,
We know what it turns into.
you know what I mean. You see what comes next. So the writing's on the wall. So what will we have to give up for him? What would we have to give up? Cat, Deuce, in either one of the wing stops, right? Nah, B. Nah, because we've seen this happen before. Like basically pack it up for the season then. And we've seen this happen before with Melo. Like when we had like we were actually cooking when it was like Gallinari, Wilson Chandler, and the point guard, I'm trying to think of Felton.
Right.
And we got him up out of there just for Melo. And I love Melo, but it was like, yo, man, mid-season, that's difficult.
Right.
And I feel like we're actually in the position to gel further. And now we're getting like the Alvarados. And remember, we ain't have Shamit for like 2 months.
Right.
I was surprised when he came back. And he's still running through screens. I'm like, call out the screen for Christ's sakes. Because I remember when I saw that joint. It was at my daughter's basketball game. And I had my phone out being a terrible father. And I see him running to the screen. And I was like, oh, that's a shoulder. He's going for. I thought he was done for the season. But he worked back. No surgery. And I mean, you can say a lot about Landry, but he's a pure shooter, right? He ain't hit it last night, but he's going to hit it. Even when he misses, you feel pretty good about it.
He's a solid
and
player.
He's a point of attack defender. So when you look at all of these dudes, and then we're going to get – so when we get Deuce, right at, basically going into the playoffs, hope, that'll be like a trade. That'll be like an infusion because Deuce is having a great year.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not trying to give all that up. I respect dude, but if it's not like something like that makes some sense, I'm not doing it. And I get it. People get mad at Cat. He's still second in the league in rebounds. And honestly, I think because of the oh my gods, there's a bias against him built in. It's like, yo, I'm tired of hearing this dude. He's always bitching. So they don't call him. So he be getting bodied. They be like, he's Dominican. He could take it. You know what I mean? And they be doing him dirty, just beating him up. And I'm like, yo, man, it look like jail ball sometimes with him. But then other times he does it to himself. You know what I mean? So
we about to welcome our guest in. We fighting Bay Area traffic. Our man Festo D about to join the show, and perfect timing. We can talk a little Warriors. All right, let me bring Festo in.
Peace, King.
All right.
What up? What up? I made it finally.
Yeah, Festo, car's still running, everything. Jacket's still on, man.
Man, jacket's still on, you know, the whole nine,
We ready
man.
to go
That's
though. We ready to
dedication.
go.
Dedication, talking hoops. So thanks for coming, man. Coming through. We do this. Me and Bree do
Yeah,
this every few months, and so last time I had you on the show, I was like, yo, come through. You psycho basketball man. You know what I'm saying? I
exactly.
got no knees. Bree's probably got no knees either, but we
Nothing.
still can talk. So thanks, bro. I mean, you can take a jacket off. I feel bad.
You know what's funny, man, is when I get off this call, I'm rolling out actually to a basketball game.
Oh, really?
My niece, see, this wasn't I didn't know about this, right? But they made the Monday night they played and they made the playoffs, so they play tonight. So
Oh, dope,
Look,
I want to check the
dope,
playoff game out.
dope,
My
dope.
niece is
So,
a sophomore playing varsity and she's lights out, man. So
oh,
she's
nice.
fun to watch. Yeah.
Oh, word. That's dope. That's dope. Got to support. So, what we typically do, Festo, is we start out. You right on time. We start out. We kind of talk about our teams first, and just kind of we each give our little take on our teams and go back and forth, and then we got some topics we want to get into. All Star weekend, trade deadline, rookie of the year. We're gonna talk a little college too. Freshman class is kind of crazy this year. So yeah, we were talking Knicks, and before we finish up and move to you, Festo. One more thing with the Knicks, man. I do think that I agree with you about the Giannis trade. They would have had to give away a lot of pieces. I still don't think you can win the chip with Cat as your guy. I know you're a fan. I don't see oh Mr. Oh my God, like after all that, like being the anchor, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't
No,
know, man.
I definitely look. If you banking on him and he is your anchor, then you got a problem. But what I've been waiting on is like the balance. So now you got the wings starting to like before OG, and I'm nervous because OG usually takes a like in season vacation, right? So now it's like, what we up to game 4? So I'm like, fix the toe, get up out there. But Bridges, I feel like this has been a good time for him because now he's just getting used to, he's becoming Brooklyn Bridges a little bit before. I mean, he averaged 26 for them. Don't nobody need that, but I'd be good with a 19, 18 from him. I just can't have this role player.
Yeah, not for
You
what you
know,
gave, not for
nah,
what they gave him.
nah,
No,
nah.
no, no,
So
no.
so if OG comes back and then Bridges continues, and Josh Hart bought a jump shot. I don't know where he bought one. He got but that joint is dropping. So it's like,
Yeah,
I feel like if you have to depend, like, oh, Cat's got to give him 30, then we are finished because that's not going to happen.
yeah.
And if it does, he's taking 30 shots.
Right.
So let's just hope that we could get that balance because OKC, I think people, they don't give enough credit to the balance.
Right.
Like these it's not no big threes no more. Like it's a big team,
Yeah,
and you got to be able to get a system. And I think Mike Brown. I mean, we talking about the Warriors. He definitely like tries to emulate that type of movement offense.
Right. So yeah, and then as wrap up with that. I mean, the league, to me, the league is better when the Knicks are good. So it's been good the past couple of years to watch them. Right. It's the Knicks, man. I mean, like it's a good thing. So all right, Festo, what's your take on your Warriors, man? Me and Breeze don't really know what's going on out there, man. What y'all doing out there, man?
First, let me say, Breeze, it's a pleasure to be on this with you, man. And we haven't met, man, but I'm a fan of all your work, man. You know,
y'all don't know each other. Oh, my bad. I'm all rude.
I might have been in the same spaces. I was definitely there in Brooklyn for that 30th. So my son is born in '93. So
okay.
So like coming up, I would play the song, and he was like, like by like 8 or 9, he's like, "Yo, that's my song." So he turned 30 when y'all did the 30 joint. So we went out. Shout out to my son Kyle Brewin, and huge fan, man. Just just appreciate y'all and all that y'all do and continue to do. Wow. So I'm just glad to be chopping it up on some other.
Yeah, I just had to get that out of the way before I went into my tirade.
Yeah, two lyrical titans, and I say I'm just a fan. I brought fucks with both of y'all. Y'all my guys, man. And so I appreciate, what I'm saying, knowing you guys over the years and stuff, coming on the show and, building with Hyro and stuff, Festo and everything, and all you guys coming out there and stuff, and Reed, my brother, we chop it up on the shit, and yeah, we saw you at the Brooklyn Bowl,
We was there
93.
together. We was out there
Yeah, yeah.
together that night. Yeah, you
So,
met my son. Word, he
but
was hype. He was
yeah,
hype.
so yeah, man, mutual respect, love. I didn't know y'all didn't know each other, so and now you do. So, but yeah, what are you guys doing out there, man?
Man, it's so the Warriors, man, today it's something every day. We're coming off of you know, the same situation kind of with the Knicks actually, with hoping to land Giannis, right? Um that didn't work out, obviously. And they end up with KP Kristaps Porzingis, right? And that situation tells you a lot if you understand that sort of the business of it. He comes off the books. He's about 30 million a year right now. He comes off the books this summer. Um, Giannis doesn't go anywhere. Giannis is still in Milwaukee. So I think they kind of see that as a way, they can package up something. I do believe they want to keep Butler. That's the language that's out there right now. Um, but we'll see what happens with that. The big thing today is I don't want to go too down the into the soapbox, but the big thing today was with the language that Dunleavy had. Mike Dunleavy, who's the GM for the Warriors,
Trash.
had
I saw it.
his words that he used in a press conference. This is the first time that he hasn't been like presidential stoic Mike Dunleavy Jr., where he kind of doesn't. He could have taken a page out of Bob Myers' book, right, and just left the words more vague. But he actually kind of snapped at a reporter, and the words he used were like, "We're not going to discuss that. We're not going to talk players. We're not going to go down the roster with who will be traded," right? And it was a reporters. They don't really necessarily allude to things sometimes, but they do ask the questions that they think people want to know the answer to, right? So he could have just said, we don't discuss particulars of who we want to put in the trade. But it seemed very defensive the way he responded. So that's a topic of conversation that's been going on. And the person that they are really talking about is Draymond Green. And that's a big thing, right? Draymond Green is drafted by the Warriors, second round, late first round. He's been with the Warriors for 14 years. And he's kind of been untouchable. But this feels very Clay-like when Clay was finally traded. Although their careers have taken different trajectories, it feels very similar that this will be the end of the road, possibly for Draymond Green, which changes a lot for the Warriors. And some people are saying now. So the last two games they played, they had 14-point comebacks. Draymond Green was not a part of those comebacks. So all of these things are stirring the pot in terms of what will happen with Draymond. But I feel like a little bit like we're coming up. Super Bowl week was over. We're coming up on the All-Star break this week, and it's kind of the dog day. I call them the dog days of the NBA, right, where everybody's Steph is on the bench. He's not. You won't see him until All-Star break. You won't see Porzingis until All-Star break. So I'm kind of in wait and see mode right now as a Warriors fan, and not trying to get too caught up in some of the banter that's going on right now behind the scenes.
Do you want Draymond to stay or go? As an observer, me and my man, we talk about him all the time, and we feel like he's part of the reason that there's been a lot of issues in Golden State. I mean, we feel like they should have kept Poole over him. It's just been weird to me. So I mean, but you're a fan though, so like, do you think you want him to stay? Do you want him to go?
Somebody has asked me this question before, and you know what I tell them? I tell them the same thing I told you. It doesn't matter what I think; it matters what Steph thinks. Because the reason why he's still there is because of Stephen Curry. So if Steph finally is saying it's the relationship. I think there's two things: the relationship with the organization. You guys, we can talk about Kuminga too a little bit later, because I'm glad that saga's over with. But that, now that we've gotten over that hump, now you revisit. Okay, let's be honest. What changed everything was the injury to Butler.
Right.
True.
People have been talking about Draymond for years, but Draymond has four championship rings. So whether you like him or you don't like him, he's been a cog in this machine that him and Steph have this thing, right? They're this peanut butter and jelly. They seem to work well together. He kind of does all the things that Steph doesn't do, right? He kind of handles the ball, he facilitates on offense, he plays he guards the best player on the opposing team who's often 3, 4, 5 inches taller than him. All of those things. So he does a lot of positives, but we all know the negative stuff that he brings too, which seems to be a lot of it is like psychological, emotional, or whatever you want to call it. And just, hey, I get pissed at that stuff too. I'm like, come on, man, we don't need that. And it's over the years, I've thrown a lot of things at the TV based on Draymond Green, but that doesn't mean I want to get rid of him. I feel like let me see everything in front of me first before I jump to any conclusions because we didn't have Porzingis. I felt like Butler when he first came last year after the trade deadline. The Warriors went 24-6. They went to they beat Houston in the first round. They went to the second round. They win game 1 with Steph. Steph gets hurt in game 2, and they lose the rest. So we really have a small sample size with this team that we have right now. Now, did I expect them to be above, slightly above 500? I thought they would be healthy, and they're not, and so they're hovering around. They're an 8th right now. They're not in the top 6. When I look at those top 6 teams, I'm looking at who they could be better than, and I don't see anybody right now, even with Porzingis. So, I see the Warriors as a play-in team at best right now.
Yeah, I feel you. Real quick before we move on to the sorry ass Lakers, Festo, I just want to honor everybody's time and try to also get through some of these topics. What time you got to be out? Because I want to make sure you not,
I got another good 30.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then Breeze, where you looking at?
I'm chilling. I love talking shit with y'all.
all right. So we'll move it along. We'll talk Lakers really briefly. As a Laker fan since 1980, last year I told Breeze, I said I'm not even watching the league. I said I'm an honorary Knicks fan for the season. I couldn't really do that. I've been in limbo for like 2 or 3 years because of this crybaby ass dude who brings his son there. It's just, to me, it's a spectacle. I feel like Jerry Buss is turning over in his grave right now. Like they're not it's a soap opera to me. And so honestly, I'm waiting for it to be over. I'm just waiting. It's like putting a horse down or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm just shoot that thing in the leg and call it a day, whatever. So that's where I am as a Lakers fan. I've never been disappointed in the team, just from top to bottom. I remember when they had Mitch Kupchak as the GM. They were solid. They were never a circus. You know what I mean? They were always Showtime, but they were never the circus, the laughing stock of the league, man. And to watch them, Genie and all that, it's like, and then the Bronny's taking up a roster spot for it's wild to me. It's wild to me, and I don't care about the bubble chip. I don't give a fuck about no bubble chip. We the Lakers, man. We don't do and because here's the thing, because he was there for that chip, which my man pointed out that they weren't winning shit until AD came, and they weren't even making the playoffs. You come in and then they get that bubble chip, So I'm sour, man. And as a Laker fan, and it's been really hard to watch the NBA the past 2 seasons, and right now it's just and real quickly, you guys can comment Luka's James Harden to me, and James Harden ain't a winner. So Luka's James Harden. He's James he'll get you to 35, he'll get you to 30, he'll do all this shit. But meanwhile, he's crying too in Slovenian as everybody going up the court because you didn't get the foul, man. So that's where I am with my squad. I don't know if you
I think that's a tough situation altogether because, you got them, you got the mercurial LeBron James on that team. You got a guy that's he's a walking franchise all by himself, even in the twilight of his career, right? I don't know what the Lakers sellouts or otherwise look like, but I know that's still one of the top jerseys in the league. And this is a business. The Lakers You know, new arena, um, new shiny new Ferrari, aka you know, Luka Doncic. Um, but you basically gutted, you know, you kind of gutted your team in a way, right? To get him. So I feel like those pieces have never been addressed since they let go of their defensive side of their defensive presence, and they're still picking up. Obviously, they want shooters. They just picked up Kennard, right, from Atlanta. Kennard's
True.
a marksman.
He's a shooter.
So you know, and they're on a win streak right now, though. The Lakers, I watched the Lakers are the other, you know, California team that I watch, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't watch the Kings.
Yeah, you can't watch the Kings, and I'm not, and I've never been a Clippers fan, but the Kings especially. But you know, shout out Mike Brown. I did watch the Kings a little bit while Mike Brown was there, just because you know
They was
he
all
came
right.
from the
Did they-
Warriors situation.
They totally blew that team up for no reason.
That's
No reason at
Yeah,
all.
Halliburton. And
I'm just-
De'Aaron Fox.
I just wondering what's going on, but I know. I mean, I know the Lakers hold themselves to a high standard as a franchise. You know, you have many banners, and so like sixth place doesn't cut it for Lakers and Lakers fans. But they are on a win streak right now.
Not
so
when it looks like this,
we'll see.
man. Not when it looks like this. It looks wrong. Like you can have a decent record or whatever, and it still looks bad, and you know that team's not going anywhere. It was like one year when the Pittsburgh Steelers were like 11-2, and nobody thought they was doing shit, and then they get to the playoffs and got waxed. So it was like they're just a bad. Don't get me. I can't even. We gotta move on.
Wait, talking about though, but yeah, Austin Reeves been hurt a lot. I think he's a baller. I think
Who?
Reeves is Austin Reeves.
Oh,
I think he's a good player. I mean the LeBron thing is crazy. I ain't gonna front. He's GMing. I heard who he had a problem with, and that they ended up trading.
Everybody.
Not recently though. Recently,
Oh.
guard. I can't remember his
Gabe
name.
Vincent.
Was it Gabe Vincent?
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent. Yeah.
Gabe had a couple words in the timeout, and then before you know it, Gabe's out of there.
Yeah.
So that's that's problematic.
Right.
I honestly I think JJ could be a good coach. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see when he can really do what a coach does. Like he can't really. He's still got the cuffs on, right? And I just feel like I don't know. Y'all kind of treading water. Yeah, that's the same reason why I want Giannis. Just like he said, like they gutted that squad. Because even some of the role players that went in that trade are kind of flourishing in Dallas. So it's like, and they were young. So
Right.
I mean, they all set back a little. I don't know where y'all gonna end up. Maybe y'all be in the top 6. We'll see.
I don't know.
But it's kind of egregious.
I'm waiting until this guy's gone, and then I can actually can just look at the team differently. I mean, like his influence on that team is just to me is cancerous. So
The Luka comparison is perfect though, and I do think that they are capped until they get somebody else, maybe in a different position. Like Giannis trade would actually make sense for y'all because they need somebody that Luka's not even really checking for what Braun's saying at this point. And I think they need somebody to be like, yo, man, just shut up, play ball, like to really like challenge him. Because when he was the alpha in Dallas, what did it get him?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Good point. All right, done with them. So let's keep it moving. All-Star Weekend is coming up, and I remember being a kid. Neek and Jordan, 88. Neek got robbed. I mean, so many memories in the All-Star game, and Bird, Craig Hodges. I mean, all of these. We're old enough. You guys are in your 50s. I'm right there behind you. But 3 months. But like. It's kind of trash now, man. I am not watching any of this. Like the dunk contest, these guys, these guys.
Who's in the dunk contest this year? Who are they saying?
I don't even know. Yeah, I was going to ask.
The second round pick, Carter or somebody from the Spurs. Carter.
They They gonna pull Mac McClung out the basement.
I
Is
know.
that
No,
what you
I was gonna say. I
he
know
wasn't
who's
doing it.
not in it. I know who's not in it,
Said
and
he's
Mac
not doing
McClung
it.
is not in it. Yeah, Mac
Okay.
McClung's not in it. Yeah.
Said he's not doing it.
They was doing them like El Camino with
Oh, a bunch of
Breaking Bad. Just pull them out the basement.
yeah, it's still bad.
Go, go.
Scrubs though, Scrubs. I mean, like Scrubs. And I was gonna look it up, but I'll look it up right now. But yeah, Scrubs are in the in the shit. Dame, you got Dame on a ruptured Achilles in the 3-point contest. That's what we got.
That's a bad choice. That's a bad choice.
That's what we got. So I mean, how you guys feel about All-Star Weekend? And we can kind of segue into like just really. I do want to segue and kind of just the state of the game, man. I mean, like in general. So All-Star Weekend. I mean, people not playing. I mean, just it's just wow the management and stuff and everything. So where you guys at with All-Star Weekend?
Let me real quick. I went to see the Unrivaled game in Philly the other day. Energy was crazy, and I'm like, okay, they balling out. You know what I mean? They took the Ice Cube 3-on-3 and just made that shit like something real official. Like, and it's set up so that women don't have to travel overseas. They can get their money domestically while they train for the next season.
Right.
But it was popping. It was like straight up packed.
Like the Mongolian basketball league or anything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So like tonight they start their one-on-one tournament, and it's 3 days. It's 3 days in a row. Last year I saw that shit. That shit was crazy. I bet you at some point somebody's gonna steal it. The format's dope. It's like game to 11, threes count, and it's like, boxing and like these different one-on-one things make for like interesting stuff. They got to do something like that. Jackson Hayes is in the dunk contest,
right?
Oh my God,
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. But my point is, like, they're being innovative. They're doing things that, like, yo, let's try this. Let's try this. I don't know what's going on with the league, man. Like, I don't know. I'll let y'all talk about what y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on the other side of a new TV deal and stuff, right? Like, so this is all new. This is, I feel like this is like a guinea pig type year. You know what I mean? Because everything, all the streaming and stuff that's impacting things, I think. But we're just in a new territory here, and so I like some of the stuff they're doing. I don't like some of the stuff they're doing too, but I think it's like, a lot of people. I think the general sentiment is that viewership is down, right? People are having. I'm seeing people like griping about like Amazon Prime and I can't watch. I can watch it this week. I can't watch it. You don't know what you could watch, when you could watch it. It's some confusion going on with the scheduling and stuff like that. And then if you throw the All-Star game into that, the All-Star game has had problems for years, right? I think I was just listening to I think it was Draymond, as a matter of fact, talking about the G Leaguers have no business playing in NBA All-Star Weekend. And I kind of agree with that a little bit. I think you can run something else with them in it, but to put them in the main, Friday, Saturday, Sunday format is ridiculous.
Yep.
That shows that you're reaching and you're casting your net a little bit too far and just reaching, trying to pull stuff in, hoping it'll work. I really don't know what they're doing over there, man. In the dunk contest, we remember the era when the dunk contest was a marquee event. That Saturday night when you had the 3-point contest, and I think the 3-point contest is overtaking the dunk contest as the main event.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it? Didn't it go last year? Because usually it's like the dunk contest went last. Yeah. I feel like the 3-point contest went last, and the skills challenge is done.
It should have went last. If it didn't, it should have went last. I'll tell you that.
The skills challenge is done too. They said Chris Paul and Wemby broke the skills challenge. They went on ahead and broke it. They figured out a loophole in the skills challenge and won. And now they're like, okay, we got to sit on this a couple of years now and figure out a workaround for this because they outsmarted the format.
Yeah, it's funny shit.
It's bad. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like yeah, we saw stars. We used to see the stars, right? And like they cared. They cared. That's the thing. Like to me, the fact that John Morant or Zion have never been in a dunk contest is absolutely mind boggling to me in terms of just and I don't you can't make people do stuff they don't want to do, but it's just like the level of caring. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just old. I don't.
No.
But it's like care. Like you don't like it's. You could visibly see cats just like not giving a shit. The season's still 82 games. It's not 102 games. It's not like it's not a longer season. I mean, it's like I just it's a joke, man. And somebody brought up a good question since we're talking about like about kind of the state of the game. Somebody brought this up. How do you feel?
Oh God, don't ask me this, B. Washington Wizards. Do not ask me this, B. For real, for real.
Go ahead, set it off.
I mean, you know what's the deal with the Wizards?
This the tanking conversation we don't want to have.
Y'all know what it is, right? So if it's top 8 protected, if it's anything, if it's the 9th pick, right? We get like the Knicks will get basically a lottery pick. So here they go. They trade for Trey. He's hurt. He's gonna sit, right? They trade for AD. He's hurt.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Right.
He's gonna sit. So to me, it's like, yo, man, don't we have medical staff? Can we check? Like, we taking their word for it? Like this is egregious. Like at the end of the day, if you good to go, you should be good to go. We're gonna have to come up with some kind of neutral, unbiased, like medical screening for these dudes, because this ain't what it's supposed to be. Now, if you want to go and the coaches or whatever, and you want to put minutes restrictions, but these dudes are deemed physically able to play, they should play, because this is some garbage. So they're going to go. They're going to, obviously, they trying to tank for first 4 picks. And now our joints is not going to convene. We're going to get 2 second rounders. Come on,
That's
man.
crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's tanking is the integrity of the game has really changed. I liked Adam Silver when he first became the commissioner, and then it's turned into like a marketing thing. It's all marketing and promo. It's more entertainment really, and more so than the game like itself to me. And I feel like that's the most important thing to him now is like this marketing and entertainment and stuff. Because now I heard him say that he might want to bring back hand checking or more physical defense. But you took it away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not so teams are scoring too much. It's like you can't tweak the rules every couple of years as it's convenient. Like, otherwise, the game changes. And if both of you are closer to the youth game, we've seen how it's trickled down to the youth game. You know, foul baiting and stuff like that, and flopping and like AAU and all that stuff. So yeah, the taking is I don't know. Yeah, Darren, don't get me started on Darren Peterson.
I think you're seeing the results of what happens when you got a really good draft, because this draft is crazy.
So good.
I mean, they're jockeying for position already. It's crazy. You got the DJ, you got the Darren Peterson. You know, all it's like you can go down the list. I mean, almost 15 players that I would say look like immediate impact players if you put them in the right situation.
For this joint coming up now
for the draft. The next year.
The next one's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's stay there, man. I mean, because my man brought up Peterson. He's already tanking. He ain't even in the league yet. That's kind of a wild thing. But real quick, going back, the tanking went on. I mean, we had the process in Philly and all that stuff, right? That stuff's going on. So it's happened. But so many teams are doing it now, and it's just right in your face. Like to watch sports as a fan and to know that a team is not, what they did with Utah the other day when the kid they traded for from the Grizzlies with their Jaren Jackson. Mm-hmm. He had 22 in the first half. Marketing had 20-something in the first half. Then he see the fourth quarter and then lost the game.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that was a big thing. That was like one of the.
We need competition committees, man. We need competition committees. Like stuff like that got to get sniffed out. Because like low key, you're gonna have a problem with with what's his name, Porter Jr.'s brother for doing weird shit. But then you allowing whole franchises to do weird shit. Like what's like what's really good? It's like, oh, this and that. He went, he shot. Like, how much did that really impact anything? You're impacting the potential, like the future of franchises, and you have healthy players right here, and you
Right,
can make your decisions. Like, do what you got to do, but there got to be something. Like competition committee wise, like something is it just feels wrong.
right, 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 right.
Yeah, it's reached that point now, right, where it's like it's time to impose some type of infraction. You know, how they would do it, I don't know. Because you can put, if you really wanted to tank, you can put players on the floor and still tank. We're just talking about obvious tanking. Obvious tanking is you don't even play the guys, right? You say, okay, coach's decision, not playing, right? But yeah, I don't think they would want. I don't think they would want it more any more obvious than what it is. But these teams are doing this to try to become a better product, right? They're not tanking to be a worse product. They're tanking to be a better product. So maybe the league is looking at it like, okay, well, you know, they're trying to get more lottery balls, right? That doesn't even really work though.
Right.
You know, look what happened with, and I got my conspiracy theories, don't get me wrong. But look what happened with old
Dallas?
boy.
Who are you talking about? Luca? I mean,
The little Cooper,
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, look what happened with Cooper. He went
he a
to
ball player.
yeah.
He could
I
play.
mean, that's another conversation. But this is an example of a good team or mid-level team. I wouldn't go as far as to say they were good, you know, but they were in the conversation for the playoffs, right? And possibly could have upset somebody if they had kept their team, but you know, they still end up getting the number one player in the
Yeah,
country.
yeah, that's wild. Let's
So
talk.
you can do all of this tanking and it doesn't even work.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too.
You give yourself a better chance mathematically, but it's a lottery.
Right, right.
And the lottery people have been saying this about the lottery forever. As long as I've been watching basketball, people have been talking about the lottery is
San
rigged. So,
Antonio, San Antonio, San
man,
Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
Steph Castle, just that Steph Castle pickup was crazy.
UConn. Well, UConn
That was
Huskies.
crazy. Well, he had a 40.
I mean, they said it about the Knicks too.
40, 12, and 12.
Nah.
Steph,
With
man.
we-
We
Ewing.
don't have. I mean,
True.
the frozen envelope. I mean, that's one time. San Antonio did that. They went okay.
They're repeat offenders.
They repeat offenders, man. They 3 strikes joints.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk rookie of the year. There's few good rookies out there. The kid in Charlotte, who was really surprised me. I mean, VJ yamming on everybody in Philly.
I'm low key watching part of the game right now because we playing Philly.
Oh, word! They've been playing a lot. It seems like they play.
Shit,
Like
my
every
phone
other
is
week.
on the stand right here.
It seems like they play every
The
other
fiend
week.
that I am and
Yeah,
shit.
you like. But you know, you're playing it off pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Cooper, you know, doing his thing. I you know. So who you guys like for these rookies? I mean, it's a pretty tight race.
Fast.
I got I was up in the air early in the season, but it looks like you know, Cooper Flag to me is over the past I say like 10 games kind of gotten pole position here. You know what I mean? I was liking Queen for a while. I was like looking at Queen's number. Yeah, I was looking at Queen's numbers. I was like, man, you know, I was thinking that maybe Pelicans could make some kind of turnaround, but you know, that's back to the tanking conversation again with them.
Right.
But he was doing everything, and I just really love his game. I love his game a lot. It's kind of like old school in a way, kind of old man game a little bit. You know what I mean? But VJ, man, he's definitely a two-way player.
And he's impacting.
So you got it. Yeah. So when you're talking about a dude that can impact both ends, you know, that would be the argument, I guess, against Flag. But I think it will come down to those two guys at the end of the day. So, but I'm right now I see Cooper Flag with the nod. He has the ball in his hands. You know, VJ plays with Maxey, who's you know, a terror. So I think that Flag doesn't have that same resistance in terms of like receiving the ball. So
Right. We
yeah,
saw Maxie not want to get. My man watched Maxie. It was like the end of the game, and VJ was wide open for a three, and he had just like maybe had like a game winner maybe a couple days before that or something. Maxie looked him off, did some dumb shit, and he lost the game. And I'm like, damn, that ego, man, because his man like we that was a critical thing, and I'm like, I hope that doesn't become a thing because they could be a really they're
Flight
both
Brothers could be Flight Brothers 2.0. Real
they're
shit.
tough. I mean, I like VJ
yes,
because he's impacting winning. Don't forget about the kid in Charlotte though. I
I
mean,
like Khan a lot, man. He
yeah,
might be. They said he could be the first rookie to be what was it? 50, 40, 90.
50, 40, 90, huh?
They said that he
yeah,
could be 50, 40, 90 first. He's leading. Maybe I don't know. I gotta look it up. But last week, last I checked, he was leading the league in threes made as a rookie.
mm,
So
Yeah.
he's
yeah,
at
and they're winning.
and they're
They're
winning.
winning.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah,
They were 9-1 in their last 10. I think they're finding a way. I mean, they had that fight the other day, and there's going to be suspension, so that might derail him. But it ain't nothing like he is balling, like, and he's just a straight bucket. I'm trying to think like
right,
who he even reminds me of, but he's just like, okay, cool. Let me okay, two, whatever, okay, three. Like he's a machine. So
right.
Do you
you
guys know
know,
how he is on defense? I haven't seen enough of him.
And that's my thing with
yeah,
him is he's he's almost like a you see this with Steph too. You've seen it over the years where they kind of put you in the pick and roll and attack your legs and try to take your legs from under you because you're such a good shooter. Um, the best defense against you is to go at you on offense. So I think he's facing a lot of that. So I don't want to he's a rookie. A rookie is not going. It's very very rare that a rookie comes in the league and is just a shutdown type defender. But yeah, I mean Flag has the size and the skill set where I think he impacts both ends up maybe a little better than him. Not as well as VJ. I think VJ is the best defender out of the three of them.
oh yeah,
But yeah, man, Khan is crazy, man. He's you talk about pure shooter. He's head and shoulders above those guys in
Yeah.
that department.
So Breeze, who's your pick for rookie of the year at this point, midway point?
I mean, if it was about like who's the most impactful player, I'm gonna go with VJ because I think at the end of the day they're gonna be a top 4, top 5 team in the conference, but they're probably gonna give it to Cooper. And I'm not knocking Cooper. I do think some of these stats are a little bit empty because it's just like the usage is crazy compared to the other two.
Right.
Because what's his name? I think at first it wasn't working out with Ball, and now eventually, like they're kind of getting like some kind of rhythm. So he's like, "Yo, why would I not pass the homeboy?" And I think in a couple years, look out for Charlotte because that kid, what's his name, Brandon Miller.
Yeah, we talked about you. You like him. You
I
highlight him.
like him a lot.
He's
So
gonna be.
give them a little while, and I know they got to figure out what they're doing with LaMelo, but I still like LaMelo. But Khan is like he is the perfect, just like when you need a bucket, he's there. But they're gonna give it to Flag because he's the new face of the league, man.
Yeah, they want to give it to Flag, and he's doing well enough.
And he's doing some amazing things.
Right.
Too. So I'm not knocking him, but I mean these are like some empty stats. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
right.
It's true. And I think he has better shooters around him too.
Oh.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
Max Christie looking good.
Yeah, he has better shooters around him, and but yeah, you're right. I mean, some of it does have to do with that. I don't know if they care about whether or not the stats. I know winning is part of the formula, but then I think the flip side to that is they're gonna look at the better conference. If you look at the top 10 teams in the league right now, 6 of them are in the West in terms of record. That's not always an exact mirror reflection of the talent. Some of it is schedule. You gotta always throw that's the X factor to all of it. Schedule. I think Houston has like the easiest schedule going forward, and they're a top 6 team right now. flip side, you got the Lakers who've had the easiest schedule up to this point. And so I think some of that'll come into play. But the record, yeah, I don't know how much they look at record versus conference versus those little X factors seem to be more like more subjective than objective, you know.
And the fact that like they want Cooper to win this shit. So like so he hasn't done anything to lose it. I mean, he's not trash. I mean, he's playing well. So him yamming on cats and doing all this stuff, even if it's empty, I think that's who the league wants to win this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you have those 40-point nights and stuff like that, you know, you got 40-7 and 36-10 and all that. And then I think VJ has had fewer of those because he's alongside a player like Maxey who is going to be the focal point. And then that lineup is in flux all the time because sometimes you got Embiid coming back. That changes. I mean, it seems like it changes a lot, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He ain't playing tonight, and I'm glad for him. We about to
right. Yo, real quick before I do want to talk about this freshman class, but I wanted to ask. Me and my man talked about like we don't really feel like there's any dogs in the NBA anymore. Like put it on your back. Really, especially American players. Put it on your back and carry the team like New Jack's coming up. You know what I'm saying? New Cat's coming up. Do you guys? And we went through the list and we're like, is this person a dog? You know, and then they always do something goofy. We're like, yo, he's sitting out because of a paper cut or something. So do you guys see any? Who do you feel like are whether they're international players or not? Who do you feel are like the dogs in the NBA? Like, you know, like the alpha cats. Like, give me the rock. I'm about to go get this. I know we down by 6. We winning this shit. Like, who do you feel is like that?
You mean like younger players? Or are you talking about just in general?
Younger players. I mean, that would carry the torch. That like, I mean, every time I see a player, I think it's like that. I see them sitting out for a game, chopping it up on the bench, injured, and then the next game they're playing like, you know, nothing ever happened.
I'll throw one name out there that I think, to me, is two, really 3. But I think SGA. I was gonna say SGA, but he's a little older, I think, maybe than what. That's why I asked the age thing.
He's 26. I mean, that's
26. Yeah. I mean, he's right in his prime, right?
Yeah.
But I took the question as like players who haven't reached their prime yet. They still are like on this upward. I mean, and not that SGA isn't, but I think he's right there. He hasn't plateaued. I don't think so, but he's got a championship. So you got to say, so that's something, right? But I would say if I had to pick 3 players, I would pick Anthony Edwards. I would also pick, now these players are hurt, so it's kind of, but I think Halliburton is one of those guys.
Oh.
And I was surprised, and I was really surprised that, and I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I was surprised that what he did in the playoffs last year. I didn't give, especially a guy who didn't even play in the Olympics, you know. And then I'm gonna redeem myself here for you and go with Brunson, okay? Because that's my last guy is Brunson. So I know he's a little. I don't think Brunson has plateaued. I still think he has another floor he can go to because he hasn't really gotten deep in the playoffs as that main guy yet. You know,
he needs a good Robin though. Real talk, like he needs a good Robin, and that is yet to be seen. I don't know if it's going to be OG. I doubt it's Bridges, but he needs a good Robin. He needs a Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, where it's like, oh snap, my man dropped 35. And I really changed my game for him to get that, right? Yeah. If he gets that, because as far as like, if he has some dude like a Clay, like somebody, or like a Draymond in that era, right? If somebody he's like, yeah, man, that's my dude. He got me. I think Brunson will show you great things. I know he said American players.
I mean, just check him.
I think Jamal Murray is having a great year, man. He's not getting talked about enough. I think he's putting up some great games, and I think he got some dog in him. He definitely got some dog in him. He won, and for some of those games, he was the reason. Nothing against Joker, but like for a minute it was the Batman meme where they pointing at each other, right? The Spider-Man meme and shit. Because it was like,
Yeah.
damn, what you do? A word you got 40? Nah, yeah, I gave him triple double. Okay, cool, whatever. And they were just going about their business. So I feel like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
I definitely like Jamal. I don't know about Ant, man. I'm waiting for it to click. I think when it does click, look out. But the exits that he's had, man, there was some games that were like, who is this guy?
True. I don't think he trusts his team, and I think he's another one that needs somebody that he
Randall ain't it. He ain't it.
trusts, because like there's times where we see like these ill-advised shots. You're like, yo, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And like, and last year he made it a point to come into the league. So you say I can't shoot threes, and he shot more threes than ever. And like, it's like we, I'm not a Timberwolves fan, but it's like you don't need that, man. Like balance it out and stuff like that. I think he's a killer, but I want to see. I mean, I also think he's a goofy sometimes, but I definitely want to see him take another step. And you got to trust it. I feel like you got to trust your team a little bit.
I don't think he's there yet. I think that he has the potential to be there for sure.
I agree.
The potential is there. So I guess I was leaning more into potential than like these players are there right now. If I had to pick somebody who was there right now out of those three, it would be Brunson, because I think Brunson is the closest to it.
Like mentality.
Yeah, you're just talking about just like knock down, drag out. Like I'm gonna put the team on my back.
And dudes that play the fucking game. That
we didn't say Cade yet. Cade is a dog. I know there was.
Yeah.
Cade need to get mentioned. I hate it because I know he might put us. He might send us like fishing this year.
His sample size is very small at this stage, but there
are moments. Like I think some of the mentality that he got, like, and he's a little more athletic than people give him credit. He's a great shooter. Cade is scary. I like Cade.
He is
big. He's gigantic.
I agree. I agree 1,000% with that. He's and that team is in first place right now. You know, a lot of people can't even fathom Detroit being in first place, but they are.
Shout out to Bickerstaff, man. Shout out to Bickerstaff. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I like Detroit. I like watching Detroit. I like that. I mean, my wife's from Detroit. She loves watching them. She's like, it's like the bad boys all over again. So she's hyped.
Duran is amazing. Like
I love Duran.
They're a good squad, man.
And that pick and roll between Cade and Duran is crazy.
And Beef Stew. Shout out to Beef Stew, man.
Yeah. You need a beef.
Shout out to Osar Thompson, man, Oakland, California,
shout
man.
Out to Thompson too. Word. Shout out to both of them.
Both of them.
They're killing it, but tell them to get a jump shot though, because they refuse. They don't have.
Tell them not to. Then we definitely not beating them.
Yeah. I mean,
he said, "Tell them not to."
All right,
that's gonna. You talk about scary.
Yeah,
man. Either one of them with a jump shot is
scary, because right now you know what it is. I mean, and they his brother in Houston is still getting to the rack, but like, if they get a jumper, it's over. It's over.
They're gonna play for Jamaica in the Olympics. That's the plan. Them and Powell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got some yard heritage like my mama, so we're gonna see what happened with that.
Yo, let's talk because I gotta get out of here soon because I got another show. And you got a basketball game to go to, but I do want to talk this freshman class and like. These cats are unbelievable, and I in particular I want to talk about there's the big three, but then there's like a bunch of cats getting it. So but I do want to start off with Darren Peterson, because we're older guy, we're like, yo, you're not playing against Zona, you're not like, I don't understand. You sitting on the bench laughing, you're getting 20 points in 18 minutes. And we don't see you no more. Like, how y'all feel about that, man?
It's a different animal, man. We're talking about this is the NIL era, man. These guys already. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You got the transfer portal, you got the NIL. It's just so much. When we grew up, I grew up like watching and loving the Big East, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm from that era. Like I was a huge Syracuse fan growing up, and always wanted to be like, I always wanted to go to a Carolina game or a Duke game or or Georgetown game, or and it was just the way the style that they played and all of that, man. And Cat stayed for 4 years, right? 3 to 4 years, right? And then now you got the one and done stuff
In one place.
in one place, yeah. And now you got one, they either one and done or one and then go to another school, right? And some might hop into another school after that.
3, 4 schools.
3, yeah, and play for a school, and I went to go see. I hadn't been to a college basketball game, and I couldn't remember how long. Not a men's at least. And I went and caught Cal and Duke a couple weeks ago because Cal is in the ACC now. And I didn't even realize that. But this is what I'm talking about. How can I think my phone is gonna die? Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I get to see Cal and Duke and Carolina and Stanford and all that in this division.
Oregon's in the Big Ten. I mean, like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think that it's the load management. And Festo made a good point, man. It's like it's different now. But this kid got like handlers, like, they getting. I heard AJ got $8 million to go to BYU. There's no way in hell in 96, 98.
AJ's incredible.
He'd be going to BYU.
No, definitely not. But Fest made a great point. Like, look, man, we about to lose a player. We about to the NIL. So the kid Dink Pate, he's in our G League team. He's in the Westchester Knicks. And homie he's kind of killing. We don't have really a slot for him. So we never brought him up to, we never brought him to the big squad. I think because we never brought him to the big squad, that now they're saying he's going to play for Kentucky. So now he's being courted by Kentucky. So he went from like G League Ignite, then that joint closed down. Then he played for us in the Westchester joint. And now it's like we're going to end up, we might lose him to Kentucky. What are we talking about? We lost James Najee. He was one of our joints. So now these dudes are gonna go. They're gonna have a magical one shining moment, and now he's gonna come back to the league. And then, do we have the rights? Do we not have the rights? I'm confused. So it's the wild west with that joint, man. And it's like, I don't know. It's definitely the players have the leverage. They getting money. I heard Cooper Flag was made like $10 million before he even sniffed getting drafted, and he played 1 year.
That's crazy. I mean, and so that's impetus to sit out games and do weird shit, right? And have the flu or whatever. I mean, that's to say, or get a lot of cramps. Like, it's just weird to me. Peterson's a killer, man. But if I'm a GM, I'm not drafting him. Like, I'm like, this is already weird. But so who your GM? Who you picking? You got the first pick. Who you picking? You go
AJ.
AJ.
I'm taking AJ, man. Just he's like, I don't know. Like he's coming in with just everything. Like the shot looks good, the athleticism is there, the wingspan. Like, what doesn't he have?
Motor, defense. I mean, they say he's like a super really respectful kid. Did you hear that? Like, not to cut you off, but like they played Oklahoma State. And so they went through. You heard about that? So they went through the handshake line, and this was from the Oklahoma State coach. So like, one of the BYU players didn't shake the coach's hand. He said he didn't think he did it on purpose, but he didn't just missed him in the line or whatever. And AJ grabbed his hand and was like, "Shake this dude, shake the coach."
What? I never heard that.
Yeah, this just happened like last week. And this was the coach saying, because he was like, "Yo, he's a killer as a player." He's like, "But I want to talk about his character." And he was like, that said a lot about like who he is. So yeah, he dropped 37 last night. My man's always been killing him, saying he's not playing nobody. But I think that's true to a certain extent. But I mean, I think I still think he's the best pick in the draft. I think Cam Boozer is going to has the lowest ceiling, and I think he's going to be like a LaMarcus Aldridge. I think Cam's going to get you 20 and 10. I mean, but he's not going to change it. I don't think he's going to change your franchise.
He's going to be a solid player. He's going to be a solid player. I think AJ is going to be a star. I think AJ has everything that he needs. Like, I mean, I don't want to bring up your man, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's almost LeBron. It's like LeBron, like as far as his athleticism. I mean, he's not an explosive, but he's explosive, right? and
He's
then
explosive.
and then he's not small,
He
and
can shoot.
he's growing, and his form is beautiful. It's definitely prettier than LeBron's coming into the league. So these kids, man, they are definitely on a different level in regards to preparation. And
Can't forget Caleb Wilson out in
can't forget Caleb Wilson. Word up, word up.
Kill,
That's
killing it out there.
it's just different, man. That's why I don't know. I get nervous with my squad, man. Like we've given so much away. Like, I mean, we had to give away Durbin in order to get Brunson. So I get it. You got to give to get. But it's like we just have no interest in drafting, and that bothers me because there's so much talent.
It's hard. I mean, I think the Knicks. Well, I mean, the Lakers are similar too in terms of that. Like, Lakers, we can't rebuild. We should, but we can't rebuild out. They don't. We're not. Fans aren't accepting that. People, no one's accepting a rebuild out there, right? So like, and then we do stupid shit. We do get good players, and then we quickly sell them and get rid of them because what various reasons, and then they go other places. Me and my man did like an all-star team of former Lakers who shining everywhere else and did well everywhere else. Lonzo until he got hurt, Caruso, Randall.
Yep.
Like you can keep it going, Bizzle, if you hear. We did like 5-6 cats that was like killing it once they left, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's tough, man. It's tough. But shout out to Festo, man. I really appreciate him showing the love, man. Huge fan of Hyro. And he's just he knows ball.
Yeah, no, he loves ball. So
this is what I wanted to ask him before he bounced. I don't know if you heard about this. He kind of alluded to something about it, but in regards to the Kuminga, so it got ugly with Kuminga, right?
Weird.
But then they were basically saying, "Look, man, Steve Kerr don't know how to develop players." It got to the point where he was like, "Look, man, I need some sets. I think I've done what I've proven that I could help the team. Let me get some sets." And just Kerr never designed nothing for him. He was like, and I forgot, maybe it was his representation or something, but they were like, "Look, man, he's more than an athlete. Like if you could help get him where he needs to get, he's gonna be a ball player, and you ain't setting nothing up to help him."
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like Kerr, granted, he's going to have a bit of, a little bit of room to breathe because of what, he had a dynasty, right? But it's not looking great in regards to like, they were like, name one player that he truly developed. Not got handed over from, the Mark Jackson buildup. Like, what's one player that you could say like him?
No.
That's the result of Steve Kerr and his staff developing a player. Because Kuminga, I mean, tools-wise,
he's tough.
He got some tools.
He's tough. I think they should have made that work. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's also on Dunleavy, too. I think he's a terrible GM. I think the Warriors have been making all sorts of questionable decisions since Bob Myers was out of there. I mean, so I think, man, we'll see what Kuminga does. I think he went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, he went to Atlanta.
Yeah,
and Atlanta, low key, they building a nice little squad.
Who's that kid they got to be jamming on everybody?
Johnson
from Duke, right? Yeah.
And he could shoot too. They got him playing like point forward.
Yeah,
so they got a great coach. I thought they coach when he looks like somebody from The Simpsons, but maybe the dude who runs the ball.
Who's the coach?
Mo. He looks like he runs
Mo.
Now you can't unsee it. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, son. That's crazy. Before we get out of here, let's see if I had anything pressing. Well, just real quick, who's your? I mean, not necessarily based on record, but who's your top team right now in NBA? Back to NBA, who's your top?
I mean, my team is my team.
Well, I mean,
but I ain't gonna front. Detroit's for real, and if we it's going to take a Herculean effort to get by them. The East will not be handed to us, and I'm fine with that. I think Detroit's for real. Honestly,
Of
I don't.
course.
Yeah, I even if it ends up being them, and honestly, I don't even know. I don't know if I see OKC coming out the West. I think San Antonio. My only question with San Antonio is that coach is like he really young,
Oh, I thought
and
you were gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say my only question. I say this all the time because my man's always like San Antonio, San Antonio. Wimby's health.
that's huge. From the blood
I
clot
don't
last
trust.
year, I don't trust it either.
He's got 3 more games that he can miss, but he's ineligible for all the awards. And I want to see if what happens, yo. Like he has a lot of freak injuries, a lot of weird shit twists, and I mean his angles is crazy, bro. Like so
Yeah.
he's like, shit just be getting like,
They act like he's the first version of him. He is not. Ralph Sampson was the first version of Wemby, 7'5",
Ralph Sampson.
and weird, just like you said. Straight up Gumby type shit. You know what I mean? And it's like that didn't work out. But Ralph, he could shoot, he could handle.
That's true.
He's a better version
Way
than
better, yeah.
Ralph. But Ralph was that, and I just think when cats, even Porzingis, man, like, I mean, that Porzingis trade is so fugazi. I have no faith in him.
Man, he was tough when he first came in the league, though.
He was. That was the only thing Phil ever did, and then he gave us Nilakina for freaking Spider Mitchell.
Yeah. he's tough, but
Shout out to Spider Mitchell, man. We didn't mention his name. He's still getting it. He a dog. That's gonna be interesting. The Spider Mitchell, James Harden shit. I mean, just for like, it's either gonna work or be a car crash. Either way, it's worth watching.
Yo, it's gonna be a abject failure, or gonna be like, wow, this really worked. Like, I can't believe this worked. But they're doing everything they can to keep him in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And that's they're trying to get.
I just don't know if that's what they really. That might not be the flex they think it is.
No,
I mean,
I
Garland was not it. I get it.
Yeah,
but I don't know. James Harden, man.
Yeah, but the West is tough. So I mean, I love San Antonio as a looking at them as a squad, and I'm a UConn dude, so I watch with Castle. I just keep saying I don't trust Wemby. Here's the thing. To me, as a fan, I would love to see 10 years of Wembiness, like just what that looks like for the league. That would be crazy. I hope we get it. You know what I'm saying? I hope as a fans, we want to see that, man. We want to see like where he dunks from, like it's crazy. Like what like Sham God, 7'4", Sham God, like come on, man. Like stop it, bro. Like so I want to see that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I hope he stays healthy for the game, man, because it's a video game. It's literally watching a video game. It's like in front of you, and the play you got is a cheat code, and he's a foot taller than everybody else, and he still got a handle and a picture perfect form. It's like what? Where is that? That's not real.
Taking your ball like literally out of the sky, like this wild shit. So, we shall see. So I assume Festo's not coming back through. But
shout out to Festo, though, man. Again, man, he knows his shit. That was good. That was a great conversation.
Big up to Festo.
Brothers a legend, man, and that squad's a legend, and man, it's just good. Brothers know this hoop shit, man. Yeah, I love this, man.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Hopefully we can do it again, with him because he loves hoops. I mean, he's like I was on this page a lot when because they get to do some stuff at Oracle and stuff out there, and he's like a warrior nut. So you know what I'm saying. So so we're gonna get out of here. This has been super dope. Appreciate you, brother. As always. So
my brother, man.
The next time is.
Right before the finals, is that what we're doing?
Do we do? Yeah. So we kind of, or just sometimes it's like playoffs. What did we do last year? We did this last year, like right before the. I think it was like right before the finals, right?
I think it was right before the finals.
Yeah, I'll check.
I hope I'm talking about my squad. That's all I'm saying. I hope I'm talking about my squad.
Yeah, I know we won't be talking about mine. I know that for a fact. My God, like train wreck. So anyway, salute to everybody in the chat. We're gonna do this again. Yeah, definitely around playoff time, and then we summer league is always summertime is always good too. Like when because we getting hyped. So you a
That's
football
like-
fan? Up real quick before we get out of here.
Man, not really, man. I'm a Jets fan, so not
so
really,
yeah.
because I got nothing to cheer about. You can't be fanatic about failure,
Yeah,
perpetually.
Yeah, nah.
But you know what? The Giants. Shout out to the Giants, man. They're gonna be all right.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah, let that go. Stick to basketball then, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave football alone, man. I'm a
So-
Jets fan.
We rocking with our people. Save the hip hop culture at 10 p.m. Eastern in just a little bit. We breaking down Wu-Tang affiliates. We're up next for us is
That's a good one.
yeah. So what we did, we came up with an alternate Wu-Tang where we came up with like the nine affiliates that we think are like the nicest or whatever. So
Killer Sin, baby. Killer Sin is high on that list. Woo.
he's the last one we're doing. So
He's a problem.
we got
Always.
Timbo
Every
King and
time he
Hellraiser.
got on, boy, it was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he's hold your head, Killer Sin. He's behind bars right now, so hopefully
I know that, but yo, man, you still resonating out here, man.
Oh yeah, he's
Get
got
you
a
back
long,
out here, man. Word
long
up.
time.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, so we're doing. I think we're doing Timbo King and Hellraiser next. So,
Love them boys too, man. Love
yeah.
them brothers.
Thank you, fam. Always a pleasure.
Always,
And-
man. Thank you for inviting me, man. Talking hoops, man. We got it in today.
Of course. So stay warm, and we'll talk. Have a good rest of the school year. You know what I'm saying? And,
Word up, man.
Teach them babies, man.
And come back east, man. We out here. We waiting.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. I'm out. And again, I told your sister. I mean, I'm moving back home next year, man. So I'm excited. And
when you get back here, you know what it is.
Of
I'll
course.
meet you in Norwalk, man. We'll
Of
go
course.
halfway.
Of course, I said. Well, that's where my it's crazy. That's where my son-in-law is from. So so I'll be down there. So yeah. Word, family. We'll talk soon. Be well, okay?
My brother.
All right,
Big
peace,
face.
yo. Peace, everybody.